came. The end of the world as we know it. But one thing survived. They could not break its following. The game.
To this very special edition of Games World. It is, of course, the grand final. What a long, arduous, tortuous route it's been to get here tonight. 416 contestants have stood on this stage trying to arrive here. 408 of them, listen very carefully, and you can hear the screams from them in the pit. There are only 8 of them left. What are we going to do with them? As always, they're going to come on, they're going to fight against each other, okay? And one of them, and only one, is going to go through and play for the greatest prizes in the history of the world. Let's just remind ourselves of the final 8 contestants. Let's have a look at the leaderboard. So they're here, they're waiting, they're ready to go. They're not in games playing heaven yet, or in games playing hell. No, they're drifting in limbo with Jeremy Daldry.
Thanks very much, Bob. That's right, I'm in an alternate dimension with 8 of this universe's very best players, the 8th of which is Dean. Now, Dean, you beat 2 videos, but you still find yourself in 8th place. Is that going to worry you at all? Does that knock your confidence?
Not at all.
Not at all. Next is 7, Adam. Now, Adam, you beat Big Boy Barry. You beat the big man himself. That must fill you with confidence.
Yeah, not that I need any anyway.
Not that you need it. 6th on the leaderboard, we had James. Now, James, you were very shrewd in your betting on your beat the elite. Are you going to use intelligence and skill in equal proportion tonight?
Yeah, that and loads of skill.
Loads of skill. Next is Steve. Now, Steve has a grudge against Colin the console cowboy. That's right, isn't it, Steve?
Yeah.
Now, why do you hate that man so much?
I just think he's too big for his boots.
Well, he fills those boots very well. 4th on our leaderboard was Arvin. Now, you cut the Violet Blade in half. That's right.
Yes, right.
Now, I know a Violet Blade. He's a vengeful man. What if he comes up tonight? Is that going to worry you?
I'll cut him down to size again.
Cut him down to size again. 3 is Stephen, the only man to beat Raggedy, the game's MC. That must fill you with confidence as well.
With skill like mine, you don't need confidence.
You don't need confidence because you're going to rely on skill. 2nd on the leaderboard was Dave. Dave came to the leaderboard late, but he still set a high score on Cash Dash and Sniper's Alley. You've been practicing a lot, Dave?
Yeah, they're all going down.
All of them are going down. And top of the leaderboard is Andrew with a score of 162, 50 points clear of anybody else. You are the outright favourite. Does that add extra pressure to you?
No way.
No way. There you go, Bob. 8 are the most confident men in the entire universe. And, of course, 8, that's too many. We want one. We want a champion. Bob, let's play some games.
So there they are, the 8 finest games players in the entire world. Now, who do we need to guide them through this caravanserai that they're going to be on tonight? Of course, only one man can do it. Tim Boone.
Thanks very much, Bob. Hundreds of thousands of you have tried to get on this show. 416 have got onto the show. 8 have made it so far, and 7 of them won't be going much further because we are entering the cruelty zone. It's tough, it's callous, it's great. We call it sudden death.
I know, you can't believe it. Sudden death in the final. Someone will have got this far and go out straight away. Oh, yes. Let's have number 1 and number 5.
The first 2 of the last 8 are number 1, Andrew, and number 5, Steve.
Okay, here they are. Here's Andrew and here's Steve. Now, number 1 and number 5. Usually that's just like the luck of the draw, but in this, it actually means something because you were number 1 on the leaderboard, aren't you?
Yep.
You feel confident?
Definitely.
There's a lot riding on it. What do you think? You think you can knock him off?
Definitely.
Yeah, let's see who it's going to be. Let's take our positions at the console. So, Timmy, the first 2 in the big, big final. What have we got for them?
This will be good, Bob. We've got just 1 round for Fatal Fury Special. Over on the left, we've got Steve playing in black. Over on the right, we've got Andrew playing in red. They're both playing the same character, Bogart, the guy with the hat. This is going to be ace over very quickly.
And yes, only 1 round. One of you will be out of this final in the twinkling of an eye. Gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble.
Where we go. Once again, it's Steve over on the left in black and Andrew in red. Remember that Andrew was the top-scoring contestant. And so Steve is really up against the best. But yes, you can see this is a real real grudge match. These boys are not messing around. They're both using the air. These are graceful players. These guys are good. They're playing very, very cautiously, which is the best way to play this, especially with this character. It's got a lot of long-range moves, and they're both using them to extreme effect. As you can see, Steve's energy bar over on the left is in slightly more trouble than Andrew's, and Andrew's got the upper hand, but Steve's going back all the time. Steve is going back all the time. But no, Andrew's got the upper hand. Andrew, he's done it. Andrew's won. Andrew, that's game. Through you go. Steve, that's it. Home you go.
So, what do you think? Because it's the final, we were going to make it gentle and nice. Ha ha, no chance. Let's have the next two. Number 3 and number 6.
Even number White out of limbo. The tension is mounting with number 3, Stephen, and number 6, James.
Here we go. Stephen and James. Now you've seen how cruel it is up here. How do you feel?
Confident.
Yeah, what about you?
Even more confident.
Yeah, let's see. One of them's about to have that confidence well and truly shattered. Let's see who it's going to be. Take your positions at the console. Okay, Timmy, we're up and running now. What have we got for these two?
Okay, we've got NARM 75, great shoot 'em up on the Neo Geo CD. Now, the guys have got just 30 seconds to shoot as many points as they can. They can even steal the points from each other. Now, over on the left, in green, of course, is James, and over on the right, in blue, is Stephen. This is going to be fast and furious, Bob.
Okay, gentlemen, ready, aim, fire.
Okay, away we go. As you can see, the both guys got their counters, and they're trying to shoot as many opposing soldiers as possible, and the points that they score come rattling over onto their bridge. And then what they've got to do is run across and pick them up. Now, actually, what you can do is run over and steal the other guy's total. And at the moment, the advantage is most definitely over on the left. Good play here from James. He's doing extremely well. But can Stephen come back? He's come back all the time. We're counting down all the time. We're counting down 8 seconds. Oh, this is really good play for both the guns. But at the moment, it's with James. We're down to the last few seconds. And this is almost over. It's all over. James wins easily. James, you are through. Stephen, you are out.
Yes, that's always been the way. The finest players in the land come on and get mown down. Okay, let's have the next two, number 7 and number 8.
4 down, 4 to go. Let's lose 2 more. Number 7 out of number 18.
Wow, remember these two, Adam and Dean. How you doing, Adam, all right?
Oh, yeah.
Feeling confident?
Yeah.
Yeah, and what about you, Dino?
All right.
Yeah, we remember this guy, okay? Don't be fooled by the size difference. He came on the Eliminator, he came on Beat the Elite, and he pounded the big guys. You think you can pull him?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, we'll see. Let's take our positions at the console. Timmy, the penultimate pairing. What have we got for them?
Okay, what we've got is King of Fighters 94. Now, Dean's over on the left, and Adam's over on the right. They're both playing the same character, Mei Shiranui. She's the girl with the big special weapons. And that's how it's going to be, Bob. 1 round only.
Okay, it's win or bust. You ready to go? Gentlemen, let's rumble.
Okay, everybody, Dean's in the red. Of course, and Adam is over on the right in purple. Great drop throw there from Adam. That's brilliant play from him. Dean's going back all the time, though. God blimey, these guys are really going for it. Look at those damage bars. They're absolutely even. And at the moment, you really cannot separate these guys. Once again, Dean in red. Adam in purple. Adam's got the upper hand here, but Dean's going back all the time. Another drop shot. That could almost be too painful. Come on, Dean, come back. Oh, this is so bad. Come on, Dean, can you make this one count? You're almost gone. Oh, Dean's coming back all the time. Dino, what a comeback this is. Come on, Dean, make this count. You've got to win, Dean. Dean's gone. Adam wins. The best single round we've seen on the series so far. That was absolutely incredible play. Adam, you're going through, and Dean, you're going out.
Ha-ha, their dreams and schemes scattered like so much dust. Let's have the final pair, number 2 and number 4.
It's the beginning of the end with number 2, Dave, and number 4, Arvin.
Back into the kitchen, boys. You going to stand the heat?
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you say?
No chance.
Ha-ha, they know how tough it is. Let's take our positions, please, at the console. Only 1 seat left on the flight to glory. Tim, what have we got for them?
Okay, we've got 1 30-second round of Windjammers on the Neo Geo, Bob. We've got Arvin over on the left playing as Great Britain. We've got Dave on the right as Japan. Fast and furious, isn't this one?
Okay, gentlemen, you know what's at stake. Let's get that frisbee flying.
Okay, where we go once again. Arvin's over on the left. He's played for Britain, and David's on the right to bat. No score, yes! A great 5 points there from Arvin for Great Britain. That was straight into the bottom goal, which of course is marked in red there for his 5 points. Great play there from him. Makes the wrong foot, Dave. He's going for the smash again. Could this one count? Along the wall, but Dave just gets there in time to bring it back. He tries the same again. Oh, it's gone for a ricochet shot. Even Dave was there for that one. Oh, great 3-pointer from Dave. This is great play from him. He really does deserve to win it. Oh, he's winning as well. Dave is playing superbly here. Come on, Arvin, what can you do against this? You're down in the last 5 seconds. Close shot to try this up. Yes! Arvin's coming back all the time. You can't separate these two guys. Look at this scoreline. It's absolutely no. And Arvin just wins by 10-8. Another winner. Dave, you're going home, but Arvin, you're going with the winners. Jeremy.
Thanks very much, Tim. I'm here with the winners, Andrew, James, Adam and Arvin. Look at these faces, because one of them will be our champion. Now, Bob, I believe you've got a rather sorry task to perform.
I have indeed, Jeremy. Steve, Stephen, Dean and Dave. What can I tell you about them? I don't want to use the word losers because, hey, they're eliminated champions. They beat the elite. They got to the grand final. But they're going out at this stage. What happened?
I don't know, but I'll be back.
Yeah. Yes. Well, that was frightening. What about you? You coming back?
Yeah, I'm coming back. Any other game I would have been champion. But...
Yes. Oh, what a lament. Any other game. If it had just been a different game. Dino, are you coming back?
Of course.
Yeah, in another year when you what? Another 3 or 4 inches taller? When you hit 4 foot, you'll be back with us. And what about you?
Yeah, I'm coming back. The reason why I lost because I was dazzled by your charisma. It's just too great.
Oh, my charisma. And he was just preparing to say, I was dazzled by your suit. But in the end, he realised it wasn't the material. It was the pure talent and vitality of the man. Gentlemen, thank you very much for saying such sweet things to me. They're losers. Chuck them in the pit. Off they go. They shall return because they are the 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th finest players in the entire world. But we're not interested in them anymore. We're interested in the 4 who are going to go through. And one of them is going to be our supreme champion. Who's it going to be? You'll find out when we do, when you join us after this break. Part of this, the great Games World finale. Remember, we started off with 8 contestants, 8 guys who'd won their way through from the finest players in the land. 4 of them gone. We've got 4 left. One of them is going to be the champion. Let's have a look at them.
And Andrew convincingly earned his place as #1 on the leaderboard by beating all of our videators he faced in his Beat the Elite and ending up clear 50 points above the rest of our finalists. And tonight he showed no signs of weakening by pummeling #5 Steve at Fatal Fury Special.
I'm the game scorer and I'm in pole position. I'm going to win it all because I'm in peak condition.
Arvin gained his respectable 4th position at the final by slaughtering the Violet Blade and gambling the rest of his points on Sniper's Alley. After being drawn against Dave, #2 in tonight's sudden death, he showed no fear to continue his fight to the top.
The fight's been no problem. I'm still on my feet. Watch them shake if I leave them in my wake.
By betting craftily in his Beat the Elite, James gained 72 points to put him in 6th position in the final. With skill and dexterity, he managed to knock out #3 Stephen on NAM 75.
I've cruised all the way here. Just 3 more to cruise. I'm going to crush them with my special moves.
At #7 on the final leaderboard, having beaten Big Boy Barry, Adam easily survived tonight's sudden death when he met #8 Dean at King of the Fighters.
Some people say it's because I'm lucky #7. But as I say, it's all down to skill.
Andrew, Arvin, James and Adam, the 4 finest players of their time. Let's see them do what they do best. Let's play some games. Okay, the door to the Cave of Riches we have on offer is starting to open, but one of them is going to stumble on the steps. What have we got for them, Tim?
Okay, Bob, this is it. That's the name of the game. They're going to rush around the screen, and when the computer stops the clock, the guy who's got it is going out. It's as simple as that, Bob.
Okay, you can tell which one is which because the colours on the blobs match the colours on the contestants' T-shirts, and you know when they've got the virus because they go horrible and spotty. Ready to go? The icons are there to use if you need them. Let's do it.
Oh, and it's Green has got it! Green has got it! That's what he's got to try and do, is infect the nearest player to him. Now look, you can use the frog's icon. That was a slowdown icon, though. The best to avoid that blue. Blue trying to avoid it, but now blue is it. That's good. Great play from green now blue is it. He managed to run for blue. Now blue's after orange. Blue's after orange. Got to speed up icon there. And blue's got to speed up. Now come on then, blue. You've got to speed up. You've got to speed up. And we're counting it down. We got 7 seconds at the computer. Blue's still it. Blue is still it. Come on then, blue. Come on. You've got to try and infect somebody down in the last 2 seconds. Blue is it. Blue is it. It's it. Oh, blue is it. Blue is it. And Andrew is out. Andrew, top of the leaderboard. No longer. No remedy. You're out.
Andrew, 162 points, top of the leaderboard, beat all the videators. It got you in the end, didn't it?
Yeah.
What happened?
The joystick was too stiff.
Oh, right. Hey, the one thing I was hoping that maybe as the 4th greatest player in the world, he might have some dignity. But no, when they lose, it all goes. Gentlemen, in the pits. Okay, James, Adam, and Arvin. One of them is going to be tonight's supreme champion. Let's see. Let's play some games. Okay, Tim, what have we got for these 3?
Okay, Bob, bonus level from Earthworm Jim. 30 seconds to collect as many gems as you can. Use the shields, avoid the asteroids. Simple as that. First up, we've got James.
Okay, James, you've got to set the standard. You ready, my friend? Let's do it.
Okay, James, away you go. Now, the blue things are the crystals you want to collect, and you want to avoid the asteroids. Yeah, you got that one there. Now, the fella in front of you, just ignore him completely. Nothing to do with this. Hey, you got a shield. Now, use the shield immediately. We always recommend people use the shield. That's the idea. Use that. But if you bash into an asteroid, you won't lose anything. And at the moment, you're doing very well, though. It's good play from James. I thought this guy might have something up his sleeve. Look at this speed up as well. In he goes. This is nicely done by him. And as we're counting down, this is excellent play. 4 seconds left. 3. And we're running out of time. He's doing very, very well. And that's excellent play. 22 gems.
James, 22 points. Do you think that's going to get you through?
Hope so.
Okay, we'll find out. What do we say? Is it good enough score, Tim?
I think it is. I think Adam's up next, and I think this James's score is excellent.
Okay, Adam, 22 points. That's the standard. That's what you've got to beat if you want to go any further in tonight's final. 30 seconds starts now.
Away we go. Okay then, Adam. Go on then, Madden. You've got 22 to beat. You must beat 22. Here we go again. No, you missed the first one. Looks like you got 1 there. Oh, this is not too good. You need to make sure. Get the shield. Now use the shield. That's the idea. You haven't got enough time to worry about when to use it. Pick up them. Now go speed up. Now make the most use of this. Come on then. Let's get it picked up. How you doing? You got 10. Come on then. You can do this. You must beat 22. Another speed up. Oh, you're on the wrong side. And I believe this shit in the asteroids as well. And you slowed down. Oh, this is bad news, Adam. Come on. You can do this. Keep getting up. You can still do it. You still have. You're running out of time all the time. It's out of time.
Adam, 18 points, my friend. Go and sit down because you are under pressure. Okay, Arvin's got to come up. He's got to beat 18.
I think he can. I really do think he can, Bob. Arvin's just got to concentrate and go for this. Use all the concentration he's got. Don't get phased. Go for it.
Arvin, let me tell you what you've got to do, okay? You've got to try and beat Adam's score of 18. That will get you through. But you want to aim for James's 22 because that's really going to be the big one for you. You ready? Let's do it.
Arvin, the pressure is on you. Now, don't wait for anything. Now, just keep running like as many crystals as you possibly can. Collect those speed ups. Use the shield as soon as you can. Do not wait for absolutely anything. If you miss one, don't worry. Just keep going. Try and find the speed up. Use that shield. That's the idea. Speed up. Now, pick up those crystals as many as you can. Get over to the left there. Yes, nicely done. Don't guess one as well. This is good play. 16 already. Come on, you can go through the 18. You've got 2 more to go. You're through the 18. You've just through the asteroids as well. Come on, you're running out of time. Keep going. Go for the 22. Can you top the 22? Let's have a look. Yes, you're through that as well. Great play from Arvin. Superb score. 25. Arvin's through. Arvin, great. James, good. Adam, not good enough. Out.
Adam, a great hero of ours on Games World. You beat Big Boy Barry on Super Bomberman to get here, but it was too much for you tonight, wasn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't good enough.
Yeah. Now, which one of these do you think is going to go through?
Not sure.
Not sure. Not giving anything away because, hey, it's all over for him. He's a great player. But, gentlemen, he's a loser. Take him away. We're now within an ace of finding out which of these players is going to go through and take on the videators for the great grand prizes. James or Arvin? Who's it going to be? Tim, let's go head to head.
Prepare for the showdown of the century. These 2 great players playing, of course, Cash Dash. Here they are in the head-to-head. 60 seconds is going to sort these guys out. One goes through, one goes home. James at the top in green, Arvin's at the bottom in blue. Looking forward to this, Bob.
Absolutely. You've played this before, but never for these stakes. Gentlemen, this isn't the end. For one of you, it's only the beginning.
Okay, where we go. Once again, James at the top in green, Arvin's at the bottom in blue. These guys are two class contestants. They both come on and scored us throughout the series, and now they're thrilling us again, because they're just about even Steven. As you can see, once again, James at the top in green, Arvin in blue, and Arvin doesn't know which brick to cross. Oh, that could be a fatal time-wasting error from him, which gives James a speed-up opportunity, but James got rubber trouble. That's bad luck from him. James is playing extremely well, and now Arvin's gone into the lead, but James got back all the time. I told you this would be good. They've run out counting down already. They're down to 30 seconds, and the advantage is just with Arvin in blue, but he's been frozen by that robot. He's been frozen by James. This gives James the big advantage. James, you must use this. Get over those bridges. Collect those coins. The advantage is just with James now. I'm telling you, the advantage is being stacked from one player to the other. This is so close. This could go either way. We're promised the Battle Royale in this year's final, and these guys are proving it in spades. These guys are tremendous, but the advantage is still with James. Arvin's found a drought of coins, and with 6 seconds to go, it's still with James. He's 10 ahead now. Come on, Arvin, you've got to come back. You've frozen him. You've frozen. Can you come back? Oh, so close, and yes, so far, James wins. James 62, you're going through. Arvin, you came a long way. You're out. Wahey.
James is the man. Arvin, what can I say? What happened there?
I was just so unlucky. I didn't get any coins. They're all at his area.
Strange, though, but when you won, of course, in Cash Dash, there was nothing to do with luck then, was there? But listen, for once, we're not going to send a loser away empty-handed. There's a consolation prize. Look what we've got. We've got £100 worth of gift vouchers from Future Zone and a year's subscription to Games World magazine. You've got prizes, but Arv, you're still a loser. Gentlemen, in the pit. James, how do you feel? One word.
Excellent.
Excellent, most excellent. Now we know that of all the players that have been on this stage, you are the finest. But we have, of course, the greatest test of all. Yes, he's about to take the Videator Challenge. Let's see how he does after this break. Welcome back. We're halfway through the Grand Games World Final of 1995. This is James. James took on the 7 greatest players of their time, and he whooped them all. He's the champion. He's going through to play the Videators. He's got 62 points on Cash Dash, but now points become more important than they've ever been, because he is playing for prizes, and hey, what prizes they are.
Too right, Bob. The bottom prize tonight is a Sega 32X and a year's subscription to Games World magazine. Next up is Konami games for an entire year. And the third prize is a Panasonic 3DO. Closely followed by a Philips CDI and films. SNK's Neo Geo CD and games is a close run-up to the star prize, which is this Primal Rage arcade machine by Time Warner Interactive. Good luck, James. You'll need it.
So, James, with 62 points, you've already won the 32X, the year's supply of magazines, the year's supply of games, and the 3DO. Obviously, we want you to go right the way up and win all of them. Now, to do that, obviously, you have to gamble the points that you've got against the Videators. Now, this is our theory on Games World. Obviously, all the Videators generally are in the random selector. But this is the grand final. He's supposed to be the best. So why don't we put him up against the very best Videators? Sudden death. You've seen it here with contestants every single week. We thought we'd try it with the Videators. The scenes on Millsy Island were tense and fraught. Tempers were frayed.
They certainly were, Bob. The first Videator playoff on Millsy Island was between Master Moriarty and Mathers the Megabyte Millionaire. Tempers were frayed early on, but they soon got down to task with Street Fighter 2. The Megabyte Millionaire's inside knowledge of the special moves really helped him pummel Master Moriarty in a 2-1 victory. Mathers then taught Moriarty a lesson he won't forget. Next up, Electric Eddie took on the Violet Blade at Smash Tennis. Now, both these guys know how to make a racket, and despite the fact they both played Mike, Electric Eddie's sweeping backhand, powerful forehand, and electric serve put the ball past the blade, time after time after time. When the game reached match point, Eddie's megawatt gaming prowess proved way too much for the violet blade, and he didn't like that. Do you think he'd know better than hit old Metal Mouth? Next, we had Colin the Console Cowboy versus Raggedy the Games NC, a clash of the gaming titans on Super Bomberman. But it's Colin the Console Cowboy's expert knowledge of bombastic action which proved decisive with a convincing 2-1 victory. Our final Videator pairing was Big Boy Barry versus Trixie Bell, the Minx from Hell, and despite the big man's uncharacteristic waste of food, he then went on for a close match of NBA Live 95. It was only the big man's aggressive attacking play and shrewd defensive play which saved him from an embarrassing loss. He won 6-4. But Trixie Bell, the Minx from Hell, had the last laugh with her trusty hockey stick.
So, Raggedy, Master Moriarty, Trixie Bell, and the Violet Blade. Losers all. What happened to you?
I just don't know, man. I just do not know.
No, you don't know? Let me tell you. Colin trounced you. And you, beaten by Mr. Mathers?
Well, the reading club got on top of me. I
don't want to hear your stupid, wimpy excuses. Not so bad for you. You were beaten by Big Boy Barry. And, hey, let's face it, you're a great player. But you've only ever been a girl, haven't you? Hey?
I have nothing to say.
No, well, you've nothing to say at all with your games playing skills. And you, Mouth Almighty, anything?
You know what I'm going to do. I will be back for you, Mills.
Yeah? Well, let me tell you this. I don't know what to do. I don't know whether to send him back to Millsy Island for more training or whether to sack him. What do you guys say? Sack! They've spoken! I never want to see you again! Take him away! Okay, that's it, that's fine. We've separated the wheat from the chaff. What we now know is you will only see players of the very highest quality on this stage tonight. And of course, that must include our champion. He's been in the throne room getting himself into tip-top shape for the final hurdle that he has to face. Come on, let's have our champion back. James! The gauntlet has been thrown down. You're only going to be facing the 4 finest Videators. Tim, what's his first challenge?
James, you're #1 in Great Britain. You've beaten all your peers. You think that from now on in it's easy. The other way round. It gets tough now because you are playing the Videators, our finest 4. You're playing Super Street Fighter X, 3 rounds of furious fighting fun. Get ready.
Okay, so now you know what we do. You're going to bet points based on how good you think you are against the Videators at this particular game. But now, of course, points represent prizes. If you win, you increase your load. If you lose, you can lose your prizes. Now, how many do you want to bet?
15.
15, that's okay. We can live with 15. Now, let me work that out. That means that if you win, the 3DO is yours still, but now you will have the CDI and the games and films, all right? However, if you lose, you will lose the 3DO. Okay? Let's find out who you're going to be playing. Let's go over to the Videator selector and press the button.
The Videator who will challenge you is...
Please welcome Electric Eddie!
It was a shock of the series with Electric Eddie. Was beaten last time out playing this very game, Super Street Fighter. He's back for revenge!
Whoa, Eddie! Yo! Eddie, feeling good?
Yeah, well, let's be in the final and all. I think I've decided to change my circuits. Power them up to the national grid, so to speak. And believe me, kid, you better stay out my way, because I think I'm ready to explode.
Okay, come on, you got a lot riding on this. Let's take our positions at the console.
Come on! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Okay, Tim, who's who?
Classic confrontation, Bob. Eddie's over on the left, there's Ryu. Over on the right playing Ken, that's James. This is going to be a great contest. Now, the crowd may not like Eddie, but I do. I think he's going to win, and in 2.
Okay, best of 3, gentlemen. Let's rumble.
Okay, here we go. And now, both the guys are starting each other up. But it's Ken who gets the first attack. That's James. Follows up with an uppercut. No decent combos, though, from either player. And it's Eddie on the defensive. Dear, oh dear. Has his confidence been completely thrown after his defeat in the last show? Let's wait and see. As you can see, Ken in the green, that's James. And in the orange is Ryu. That, of course, is Electric Eddie. And their energy bars has never touched. There's nothing between them. Reverse attack. Oh, but Ryu's gone. Yes, James takes the first round.
James, you're 1 up, Eddie. You really need this.
I really can't believe my eyes. I really thought that Eddie was going to come back and he was going to go nuclear if he did this. Eddie had said that if he actually won this game, he was going to do a nuclear but he's in big trouble now, and he's in more trouble. But as you can see now, oh, that's great play though. Great comeback from James. He put Albert, and he's made it 1-1. Great play from him.
Gentlemen, let's fight.
And with the scores 1-1, it could go either way. Great throw from Rio. That's really good, but that roundhouse kick was, that's great play from this man has really got the measure of Electricity. Those combos are really coming off well. This is such a classic confrontation. Both the guys using pretty much similar moves. As you can see though, the upper hand is most definitely with Eddie. He's got Kill on the trouble. Gets the trouble, James is trouble here. But he's going back with those steps. 3-hit combo. This is how to come back. Oh, Eddie wins!
Yeah, baby! Eddie, a good win, but you still need a power boost, mate. James, you're down to 47.
Whoa, James, now you're really up against it. You've lost out to Electric Eddie!
Yeah! You burn life, baby! The way of the future, and don't you ever forget it!
And as a result, you've lost the 3DO. You want to win it back? You got to win a game. Tim, what have we got?
Okay, Jim, try this. NBA Jam Tournament Edition. It's the follow-up to the brilliant original. It's faster, it's more fluid, and it's a lot more fun.
Okay, James, you've got 47 points. How many do you want to bet?
24.
24, that's good. Good betting. Now, just let me tell you, if that means if you win, you're going up from the games and you'll get the 3DO back, all right? If you lose, you're right down here with the 32X and the year's supply of magazines. Let's find out who you're going to be playing. Let's go to the Videator screen, and please press the button.
The Videator who will challenge you is...
Please welcome Big Boy Barry!
Yes, with a little bit of trouble earlier on in the series, but now the big boy is back in the big time. He's back in the big league, and he's back right here. The crowd don't like him, I still think he's great. Biggest best, Big Boy Barry.
Come on! Barry! It's the big boy in the final. Hey, listen, they're all behind him. He's the king of the players, the greatest player on the planet, aside from the Videators.
I gotta tell you, Bob, this is the biggest show on Sky One. This is the biggest moment of his life. I'm the biggest Videator, and this is gonna be his biggest defeat. Let's get to work.
Okay, let's take our positions where?
At the console! Come on! What's this? Oh, come on! Oh, come on! Come on! Talking about? Let's get to work.
Okay, Tim, who's playing who?
Okay, Big Boy Barry is over on the left. He's playing the New York Knicks. They're in white. Over on the right is James. He's playing blue. That is the Charlotte Hornets. Now, we played just 1 3-minute quarter. I've got to give this to Barry. Bob, he's great at this game.
Okay, come on, James. You need to get those points built up to get the big, big prizes. Let's slam dunk it.
Okay, once again, Big Boy in white, and James in blue. As the Charlotte Hornets is straight away, James is making. He's making. I really thought he was going to make sure of that one. Look at this. Look at the style and grace to which James is playing. Slam dunks that one home. That's brilliant play from him. 2-0. Come on, Big Boy. Come on then. You know the Videator to stake here. Surely you can be. Yes, that's a 3-pointer. Now Big Boy's down the lead. Now think about this game. His passing is the key. And in it goes. That's a 3-pointer for James. And now James is ahead. It's now 5-3. And as we count the time is just coming down. I think we're about 2 minutes there. But no, James takes possession yet again. This is good tackling here from him. It's got possession yet again. Puts it in that. Yay! 3-pointer. Another one. Now it's 8-3. Big Boy Barry is being soundly beaten there. Tries to make it that one. But it's no good. But it's James going back up for another 3-pointer. I don't believe my eyes. It's in again. James is making this look easy. He's giving the big boy a complete drubbing. Is the big boy going to sleep over there? Has he eaten too much food and just dozed off? I really don't know. Let's see what he can do. He's got another one. In it goes. Great play here from him, and now it's 13-6 ahead. He's making the big boy look stupid. In goes the big boy, but that's a good 3-pointer from him, though. If he can do more of those, he'll come back all the time. Here we are. Yes, this is so crucial. Now you bet big on this game. If you can beat the big boy, you're back with a chance of the prizes. But the big boy will be doing his best to make sure that's what you don't do. His honour's at stake here. He always gives it his very best, but it's all over. And James has won easily. Big boy is bleeding and floating.
Big Boy, you lost. Now you can lump it. James, you won. You're in the chair. 71 points.
James, that's it. That's the player we knew you were. Big Boy Barry.
I mean, none of this. You fixed this.
Hey,
what have you done?
Hey,
I want to
he
rematch.
took you on. He beat you.
No.
Off the stage, Big Boy Barry.
Johnny, you're the man. You're fired. You're like a miserable. What? I told you. Get out of my face. What he tried not to do. He fixed it. He fixed it.
Okay, James. Well done, you've won. You're back to 71 points. I can see that the 3DO is yours again, and all the other prizes are there for the taking. If you can play like that when we come back after this break. Welcome back to the Games World Grand Final. We're on the home straight. This is James. James has beaten all that the mere mortals could throw at him. He's played 2 videators, he's lost 1, he's won 1, he's got 71 points, and he wants to get a lot more because he wants to get big prizes. Tim, what have we got?
We are going turbo with a super speed challenge from Donkey Kong Country. We're playing in the treetop level, and the idea is to get to the DK barrel before your opponent does in the shortest possible time. It's fast, it's fun.
I don't think fun's going to enter into it for James here. Okay, what do you want to bet?
17.
17, that's okay. That's good betting. It's also quite canny betting, I think. Here's the situation. You've got the 32X and the year's supply of mags. You've got the year's supply of games. You've got the 3DO. If you win this confrontation, you'll be up here. You'll have the CDI with the games and the films. But I think, yes, even if you lose, you'll still have these 3 prizes, okay? Let's find out who you're going to be up against. Let's go to the Videator Selector and press the button.
The Videator who will challenge you is...
Please welcome Mr. Mathers, the Megabyte Millionaire.
Oh, yes, respected due to this man. This is the highest scoring Videator in the history of Games World. He's played 10. He's won 10. What a record. What a star.
Mr. Mathers, the greatest magnet of them all, suitably clad. Now, this is the grand final. This man has come all the way. Any charity in your heart at all for him?
Of course I haven't. I'm paying for these prizes. If he loses, I get a big fat reward. So I'm going to make sure he gets nothing.
Let's find out. It's up to you, James. Let's take our positions at the console.
No chance.
Okay, tell me what's in store.
Okay, it's a speed challenge on Donkey Kong Country, and we're on the treetop level. Now, the idea is to get to the DK barrel in the middle of the stage as fast as you can, and if you can find Diddy on the way, that's tops, because it gives you 2 lives. Mathers goes first.
Okay, that's Mr. Mathers. To you, Tim. You ready to go? You set the standard? Let's do it.
Okay, well, we go, as you can see, Mathers way around for nobody. Here he goes, using all the barrels, jumping on the bad guy. Now he's up at, that's the idea. Oh, he makes the miss, bro. That's good play from him. That is actually excellent play. He's taken a load of time there. This is really good. The Mathers is really setting a superb example here. Oh, yes, indeed. Look at this. This is how it's done. This is class. This is style. Through he goes, on top of those guys, into the barrel, in another one. Yes, he's doing another barrel. This man is lobbing time off all the time. Look at this. He's doing it superb. Great guns, and he's made it. Oh, what a great, superb performance from my boss.
So, Mr. Mathers, you've got 27 seconds. James, that's what you've got to beat. You ready? Let's do it.
Already on those big prizes. Here we go. Yes. Oh, this is good play from him. Now, Mathers' time was superb. He's a world-class Donkey Kong player, but it can be beaten. You could do it. Keep going. Stop for nothing. Oh, Kong nearly went there. You still have Diddy. Oh, Kong indeed has gone. So now you're on to Diddy. Do not do anything to mess up, otherwise you're gone. Here you go again. Across the barrels, using them all. Come on, can you do this? Keep going. Stop for nothing. Keep going, James. Don't hang around. Come on, come on. Oh, you nearly went there. Come on then. Through you go, and across there. Yes, now find the bridge. Oh, you're out. You've gone.
James, Diddy got done, and now you're dead. Down to 54.
Okay, James, 54 points. Your 3DO is still safe, but your confidence has been shattered by this man, the legendary Mr. Mathers, the Megabyte Millionaire.
Give him my hat back. I'm the best. I'm number 1. I'm the millionaire.
Okay, James, you need to get up that cyber prizer, okay? You need a late burst, and it needs to start right now. What have we got, Tim?
James, I told you so. The greatest player in Great Britain is in trouble up against the Videators because these guys are world-class. Your next challenge tonight is Mortal Kombat 2. Are you tough enough to take it over 3 rounds?
Okay, James, it's a classic beat-em-up. Call yourself a champion. You should be able to play this. What do you want to bet?
25.
25, that's good. Okay, let's see where it leaves you here on the cyber prizer. If you win, you go up, and you will take the CDI with the games and films. However, if you lose this time, my friend, the 3DO will be gone. All right, let's find out who you're up against. Let's go to the Videator screen and press the button.
The Videator who will challenge you is...
Please welcome Colin, the console cowboy.
Yeehaw! Well, this guy's going to be my favourite Videator. The crowd will not like him, but his record is second to none. This guy is
Colin, good to have you. Let me tell you, you can expect no support from this lynch mob because they're all James's posse, okay? Because if he beats you, you're the last one up, you can have 4 prizes.
Well, I sure hope he does well, Bubba boy. But I'm gunning for him. The only thing he's going to win is a plot in Blue Hill Cemetery.
Let's find out. Let's take our positions at the rootin' tootin' shootin' console.
He's going down.
Well, Tim, I don't want to put him under too much pressure, but with just 1 round to go, he needs to win this to have any chance of the big prizes, doesn't he?
Absolutely, and he's up against Colin, who, in my view, is the best videator of the lot. This guy is a natural. Now, James is over on the right. He's playing Sub-Zero, who's the Iceman character. Colin is over on the left. He's playing Mylena. That's the lady with the fans. Now, the thing is, Colin is going to win this. He'll win it in 2. If James wins this, I'll just eat my words, Bob.
Okay. Well, you eat most other things, Tim. We ready to go? It's best out of 3, gentlemen. Let's rumble.
And away we go. Once again, Colin over on the left. That's Mylena in the purple. And right, Sub-Zero just frozen Mylena. Of course, that is James. Oh, what a great uppercut from him. Oh, come on, Colin. You can do better than this. You've been frozen again. James has caught you completely unawares. Look at this damage bar. Oh, but she's going back all the time. Colin's going back. He's making this one count. In goes, yes, he goes Sub-Zero for another freeze, but it's brilliantly blocked by Colin. But that one counted. He wasn't expecting that double freeze. Here it goes again. And don't forget, if you double freeze somebody, it rebounds on Sub-Zero. But James isn't making that mistake. He's taking the first round. What a boy. I don't believe what I'm saying because this is Colin's strongest game of the lot. And James is really making this one count. He's got to come down with that teleport kick and managed to avoid the ice block. And look at this. Colin's timing is all over the shop now. Mylena's got the upper hand again. She's slithering. He gets the upper hand to James. He's done it again. Brilliantly blocked by Colin. But he's frozen again. Oh, dear me. Mylena's in trouble. Sub-Zero's got the upper. Where's Colin's coming back? He's making this one count. Sub-Zero goes in again. These guys are nip and tuck. This could go either way. Look at those damage bars. It could go either way. At the moment, though, it looks as if Colin's coming back. Yay! Colin makes it 1-1. I told you so. It was just a glitch. Colin was going to win all the time. Even that lucky freeze won't do anything. Back will come Colin now and take this round with ease. But no! Look at James! Look at these combination attacks! Look at that freeze! Look at that uppercut! Look at that double freeze! Look at this! She's pinned up against the wall. There's very little she can do. Very nearly James has got him. He's done it. Finish her now, James. That's it. James wins.
James, I'm absolutely lost for words. That was a stunning performance from a stunning man. 79 points.
James, superb. When you needed it, you produced it. Colin, I think you mentioned something about Boot Hill. Perhaps you better find your way up there. Colin, the console cowboy.
Yeehaw! Come on, all right. Get that camera in my face, boy. You're going to be fit for a lynching.
Okay, James, by the sweat of your brow, you've accumulated 79 points. That gives you the 32 extra the year's supply of mags, the year's supply of games, the 3DO, and the CDI with the games and the films. Now, what's waiting above those? The Neo Geo CD and the fabulous Primal Rage arcade machine. If you want to win those, you're going to have to win the next game. No more videators, you against the machine. Tim.
James, you have been brilliant. You've beaten some of the videators. You've acquitted yourself superbly. Now can you go for the arcade machine? You've got your final showdown. You are playing Sniper's Alley. You've got 40 seconds to shoot that guy as often as you can. Don't hit a videator. Don't miss him. You shoot yourself a bad guy, get yourself a green light. Shoot anything else, you get a red one. Light everything green, you've won. Arcade machine, maybe. Light everything else, you've lost.
Okay, James, Sniper's Alley is a daunting place, but you've been there before and you came out the other side. I'm going to have to ask you, how much do you want to bet?
47.
47 points, that's good betting. Now, let me explain this so it is absolutely clear. This is where you are on the Cyber Prizer. If you lose, you'll be right down here. You'll be left with the 32X and the mags and the year's supply of games. If you win, you'll be up here. You'll have the lot, including the arcade machine. Okay? It's now you against the machine. Take a deep breath and take your position at the console. Tim, he's been in Sniper's Alley. He's beaten Sniper's Alley, but wow, never with this kind of pressure. Huh?
Absolutely, Bob. We've seen blood, sweat and tears throughout this series. What we're seeing here, though, is pure, unadulterated courage. 416 contestants have came, only one remains. It's very, very lonely up there. The pressure on James at the moment is absolutely intense. I'd love it to say that he'd be able to do this, Bob, but with all this pressure, I really don't think he's going to.
James, I rarely give advice, and I'm certainly not going to give it to you. You're the man. Everyone's watching. Best of luck. 40 seconds starts now.
Okay, James, where you go, your task is almost impossible. One over on the right there, one over on the left, you get the one, yes! You've got that one, nicely done. Now, as Tim is in the middle, one over on the right, yes, you've got another one. As you can see, you've got 6 red lines to go. Come on, James, get one. That was lucky, you did that. That can help you out. You've got to shake it down, one over on the right, yes! Come on, you've got 4 to go. Come on, James, I can see this happening. You're down to 20 seconds. You've only got 3 to go. You're down to 20 seconds remaining. One on the right, you do that. Just got that one. That was with a millimetre to spare. One in the middle, you needed that. Come on, James, one more. Just the one on the right. Yes! Yes! Yes!
Yes! Yes! Come on! Good man! That's the boy!
Yes! James, you've beaten the nation, you've beaten the videos, you've beaten the show, you've beaten everybody, you've got everything, you're rich!
Oh, yes! Hey! What can I tell you? Tim Boone says it all. Wow, how'd you feel? Oh, you've come such a long way. Remember all the eliminators and the beat the elite and then waiting and all the time on Millsy Island getting in tip-top shape. And you're quite pleased with your performance, I take it?
Yeah.
Hey, and most pleased with what you've won. Let's have a run through. 32X year supplies mags, year supply of games, 3DO, CDI, that's with films and games, Neo Geo CD, and most of all, right at the top of the tree, you've won the Primal Rage arcade machine. Oh, yes. Now, I don't need to ask how you feel. I can see it in your face. So, what do you think of that machine?
Brilliant.
Absolutely brilliant, and you've earned it. This is the man. This is the champion. There are millions of viewers out there. Any message for them?
Well, it's simple. I'm the best.
Absolutely. He is the best. He is the champion of what has been Games World 3. The greatest players, the greatest prizes, the greatest games on your set, okay? Now, from me, from Jeremy, from Tim, from the videators, from all of us that have brought you Games World, what else is there to say? From the champion, James, good night!
Next tonight on